Thanks for checking out the Real Estate Today podcast. We continue our series with Bob Nelson on understanding your rental property.
I'm Bob Nelson, real estate investment broker with Pacwest Real Estate Investments. This is my third issue under the topic of understanding your rental property. I mentioned initially understand the physical condition of the property or the things that need to be done to keep a competitive edge. If not, you're going to be penalized in the form of rent and expenses being too high. Not rent being too high, rent will be low, expenses will be high. Then my other point last program was understand the productivity of the property. How productive is your equity? And I used an example, a $200,000 property with a $75,000 loan. You've got $125,000 equity in that property. How productive is that equity performing for you in this property? My point today is dealing with the financing of the property. Do you have optimum financing? For those of you that have a loan, is it an optimum loan by current standards? Now, if you're pretty close to what you'd be able to get with new loan terms, don't do anything. I mean, all you can do is incur loan costs. However, for most of you, I'd be willing to bet that you're at least 1.5% in interest cost away from what could have been done today. And you can convert that directly to cash flow by refinancing the property. What's the best financing that's available today? And how much free equity do you have in that property? That's another issue. In the example that I gave, the $200,000 property with a $75,000 loan, $125,000 equity, you could probably harvest out of that property about $50,000 by refinancing it. Now, you can do several things with that money. You could go out and buy a new car and lose a third of its value in the first year and a half. I would not suggest doing that. However, if it makes you feel good and you've been hitchhiking, it will probably boost your ego to the point where it all justifies. But the point is, if you harvest equity for a replacement into a different property or to definance a property that's overfinanced and so forth to make you more safe, take a very close look at that. I'm somewhat of an expert on that. The use of financing to optimize your cash flow, to optimize your overall investment strategy. Give me a call if you'd like, and I could assist you with that. I'm Bob Nelson, real estate investment broker with Pacwest Real Estate Investments.